how is everybody? Happy December. I was going to do Vlogmas this year, but it just hasn't happened. I've been so stressed. I've moved house. I've not bought one Christmas present. I've had a really stressful day and I'm just stressed. But anyway, I thought I'd do a little girl talk, catch up, Q&A thing. Just, so basically I've got no eyelashes. I pick my lashes out when I'm stressed, right? And I picked them out to the point where I couldn't get my lashes done anymore. So I'm really self-conscious about them because I hate myself with no lashes. But I thought, do you know what? I was going to put lashes on, makeup, but here we are. I've just had one of those days. We just got back from dancing and life's stressful, right? But the one thing that makes life so much easier is my favourite thing in the whole entire world, HelloFresh, honestly. So if you've never had HelloFresh before, HelloFresh is a home delivery service where it delivers fresh ingredients to your house for loads of different recipes. Like, there's so many online, something for everybody. I change it up every week what I order, and I'm just so excited. I can't even remember what I ordered. I ordered this box last week and it just saves me so much. Like today I was so stressed with dancing, I got back in and I was like, what are we gonna have for dinner? I've got my HelloFresh right there. Honestly, it's so good. So I thought I'd do a little cook with me before we sit down for a little chat. Oh yes, my favourite. I love teriyaki. So I've got teriyaki sesame chicken with green beans and basmati rice. I have got chicken korma style curry, and I've got Middle Eastern lamb stew. Ooh, good choices. I always forget what I got, and then when I get it, I'm like, Actually, the recipe card. So this is number 1, just there. 2, the bag, which is in here. So number 1. And it's got step-by-step instructions on the back, just like that. So if you're not a very good cook like me, you know, you can't really go wrong. I've never messed up a HelloFresh in my life. Touch wood. And yeah, it's so easy. It has me and Marley eating different things. No food wastage is the main thing. You know, when you go to the food shop, you have to buy a whole big packet of something, loads of ingredients. The next day, it's all going in the bin because you haven't used it. Whereas with this, it's literally perfectly portioned for how many people you pick it for. You can get something for families, vegetarians, literally anybody. And it saves me money. Honestly, the value for this, I find myself saving so much money. My meals are planned, they're delivered, it's easy, it's healthy, it's yummy. And also, I'm not wasting money. Like, oh, I've got an offer for you as well. So I'm going to make this and I'll tell you about it because it's such a good one. And in 20 minutes, I'm sorry, does that not look like proper chef-worthy food? Michelin star, look at that. Oh, honestly, I've already tasted it. It smells and tastes absolutely incredible. Plus, with my code, you can get 60% off your first box and 25% off your next 8 boxes, which is so good. I'm going to pop everything you need to know in the description along with the link. And yeah, I'm going to go and eat my dinner. And then I'm going to put Marley to bed and then we will have a chat. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. Make sure you try out their recipes because they are just absolutely incredible. And it's so good, money saving, which is exactly what we want. Good night, my little baby girl. Alexa, play lullabies. Peace. Catch up. I've got so many questions. I've got loads and loads and loads. It goes on for ages. One of the main questions I was getting was, has Malia met your boyfriend? Now, I've got a boyfriend, in case nobody knew. His name's Ollie and he is the best ever. There's just so much to say, but no, Malia has not met my boyfriend. My relationships haven't worked out very well in the past, and as much as I have like actual proper confidence for once in someone, it's still early days. Like, it's 4 and a bit months now, and so for me personally, no judgment on anyone that does introduce their kids sooner, because I do believe when you know, but just because I've had like failed relationships in the past. And like, my ex-boyfriend did meet her, and when me and him broke up, she was like, where is he? Do you know what I mean? I just don't want that again. So I just think there's no rush. She'll meet him when she meets him. And when I feel like it's the right time. Did you ever feel like you'd never meet someone? Single 10 months, truly how I'm feeling. I didn't feel like I'd never meet someone because I've always just met people. But I've always just not kept a relationship. It's never worked out with anyone. It's always just been like the wrong person. And I've known quite quickly, I'd say within 6 months, that this relationship wasn't going to work. I'd say it got to about 6 months in, the really bad arguments would start. Then we start deleting Instagram pictures, putting them back up again. And then by 10 to 12 months, the whole relationship properly ended for good. So I always sort of felt, am I never going to like actually settle down with someone? But you just have to get that out of your head, because the thing that my actual life motto is, everything happens for a reason, and whether it does or not, who knows, but the reason why I live by that is because it makes things so much easier. When something bad happens, you're like, well, everything happens for a reason. Like, that's happened for a reason. Whatever reason that needed to happen, it happened. Because, and the reason why I live by it is, like, look at your past. Everything that's happened has led up to a moment, good or bad. So, like, a lot of good moments in your life, you'll look back at and think, well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here now. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I live by it. So just try and get that out of your head and just think, whatever you're doing now is happening for a reason. The person that you're going to meet at whatever point you do for that reason, whether they're in your life for a lifetime or a lesson, a long time or a little bit, who knows. But I just think I'm trying to teach myself at the moment, like, life is so short to be constantly worrying about the next step, constantly thinking, oh, when am I going to meet someone? Like, don't feel pressure just because your friends have settled down that you feel like you need to settle down. Like, you will look back at this time that you're in now and think, oh, I miss that. Like, even when you're settled down with someone, you know, like, if you get married and have kids, and you've got this house and whatever together, you'll look back and think, oh, do you know what, I miss those days when I was single. Do you know what I mean? Like, they say that you're always pushing for the next bit, not realising that you used to wish for the moment you're in now. Whether you feel a little bit lonely or you feel a little bit down, like, just don't wish it away. I think time's going so quickly, and I think when I've got to 26 now, I'm looking at the time now and I'm thinking 26, like, I'm closer to 30 than 20, and I feel like I was 20 yesterday, and I just feel like I'm constantly pushing, like, wishing for the next moment in my life, whereas I'm just trying to really live in the now and just think, do you know what, I'm really looking forward to getting up tomorrow, taking Marley to school and doing my work and watching her at school play tomorrow, that sort of thing, rather than just thinking, I can't wait for next week for that, because before you know it, the year's done. We're almost in 2023. 2022 started yesterday, I feel like. So even though you feel like you are going to be on your own forever, you won't be, but just try and enjoy now. My ex broke up with me to get with his girl best friend 3 days later. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, your ex, like, bin, absolutely, go, okay. It's annoying. I feel like it's always the girl best friend. It's always the girl they tell you not to worry about, I swear. Always. I'm so sorry that's happened, but it's fine. We're fine. We are absolutely fine. I know I say this in every girl talk or advice video, but this is just the only advice I possibly give that I actually feel like resonates and, like, sticks with me, is that he's not your person. I know it's rubbish now. Feel sad, cry, eat chocolate, stay in bed for a week, cancel plans, go out and drink, go see your friends, post a revenge pic, do whatever you feel like you've got to do, but just know that he's not your person. And keep that in the back of your mind. So every time you're getting really upset and you're feeling like, why has happened? I miss him, I love him, I want to be with him. Just think, no, this feeling is so temporary, and time is such a big healer. And this is my biggest thing. Time is a healer. Everything gets better with time. Everything. Even if you've got to cry every day for a week, just wait it out. In a week's time, you'll feel so much better. In 2 weeks' time, you'll feel even better. And in 3 weeks' time, in a month's time, like, you'll feel so good. It's rubbish, but he's not your person. He doesn't deserve you. You don't want to be with him. Every time you think about him and think about what you miss, like, oh, I miss this about him, I miss that. Think about the things that you didn't really like about him. Do you know what I mean? Like, there must be things that you didn't really like things that you didn't enjoy that actually, yeah. Picture the person that you'd love to be with. Does he really match up to that? Probably not. Is he actually that amazing? I saw this thing and it was like, when you're in love with someone, you love someone, you're only in love with the version you create of them in your head, and it is... When I had that, I was like, that's so true, because think about a relationship. You love your boyfriend, you break up, you still love him. Like, you're like, I miss him so much, he was amazing. Eventually, you can see that person and feel nothing towards them. And that is the weirdest feeling, when you go through heartbreak and then you see them out and you're like, I feel nothing. Nothing. And that's because the version that you created of them in your head is just gone now. Like, you've not thought about them every day. You sort of become anything becomes a thing when you practice it every day. So when you're with someone every day, that's all you know. Like, they become your whole being in your head. And once you get away from that, you'll be good. But I promise you, even though nothing I'm saying right now probably is making you feel better and you're probably crying like, I want him back, you will get better with time. Just ride it out. It's like a wave. I saw this thing and it was also so true. I was about to quote it like I made it up myself, and I didn't. I saw it probably on TikTok. Look at your life like the seasons. Your life's a season. Your life's the weather. It can't rain every day. It can't be sunny every day. Like, that's just not how the world works. But for it to be sunny, it's got to rain. And for it to Is that right? Yeah, that is right. So you've got to ride through the storm, basically, for it to be sunny again. It can't rain every day, and it won't rain every day. It doesn't rain every day of the year, does it? We've got sunny, beautiful days, but yes, we have our dark, dingy, horrible days, and that's just the way the world is. That's the way life is. So if you just have that in your head, it's raining right now, okay? You're going for a breakup, you're sad, everything's going wrong. It's not going to rain forever. What do your friends think of your new boo? So not all of my friends have met him, but he came for my birthday in September. He came to my birthday party and they all love him. We had the best time. I've actually got a video that my friend sent to me, right? We just had the best night. They all love him. Why did you show your relationship to social media before Malia? No disrespect, just curious. Because I feel like I love social media is my life, literally. Like social media is my job. And I've lived my life on social media since I was like, what, 18, but even more so the last couple of years. And I feel like I share, it's like my happy place. I do get hate, but most of it is such love from everyone, all of you guys. And I don't know, I just feel like I share everything with all of you. I always want to share. And I like when I started seeing him, I wanted to post him straight away. I was like, oh my god, I need to share him with everyone. Like I feel like everyone's my friends. Even though I can't reply back to everyone, like I read people's messages and like, I don't know, I just never feel alone. And anyway, I wanted to share him straight away, but I was like, well, I obviously can't post a boy after I've known him like one day. But it got to the point where I felt like it was getting like serious, and I don't know, I just felt like I was out with him and like not posting him and not posting who I was with, and I just like sharing everything. So that's why I posted him on social media before Malia. And also Malia is only 6, she doesn't have social media. She doesn't even understand what a boyfriend is really. Like I don't think a 6-year-old properly understands what a boyfriend is, so I don't think I really need to. I think it's okay to share him on social media and not with her yet, because she's not exactly going to see it. Do you know what I mean? How did you move on after DV? I'm finding it hard to even talk to a guy. Honestly, I feel like you guys really helped me, because there's another question on here saying, how did you trust after a bad relationship? Like that sort of ties in together. You guys helped me so much with that. Like I can't even describe how much you helped me. I've said probably quite a lot on these vlogs, on random ones, like, oh guys, like I find it really hard to open up to someone, I don't know how. And I'd read through the comments and you'd say like, a lot of people either said, when you meet the right one, it will just happen. And you also said time, and just slowly you trust someone over time. And I feel like the time is the biggest thing. So for example, with Ollie, like I've only known him 4 months, so it's not a long time, like at all. But I feel like I've known him such a long time. And I also feel like looking back on my relationships, like, you know, one was very, very abusive, and the feelings I had towards those people compared to what I've got with Ollie were 2 completely different feelings. With him, I just feel safe and at peace and not on edge, not nervous. I feel like I can speak, I can say what I want to him without it blowing up. I feel free. I feel like I can go and do what I want to do without panicking that it's all going to go wrong. I don't know, he just makes me feel safe, which no one else has, and it's so hard to explain, I feel like, until you do meet someone like that. And it does take time. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I met him I was thinking, is he just gonna be toxic? Is he gonna be controlling? Is he love bombing? Is he like, all these like bit things going off in my head. But I just had to calm myself down and just thought, do you know what, Mia, and this is what you need to think to yourself, you're aware of it, and that's the best thing, because before you probably weren't. You probably just went into a whirlwind of a relationship, and before you knew it, you were deep in. But you're aware, and you know these flags now, and you can stop, you can cut it off. If you think it's not right, you can cut it off. So just enjoy it. Go out for dates, go out for drinks, go spend time with them, and just have in the back of your head that if you see red, we go, we run. When you have that confidence that I can do it, I can, okay? If I see a red flag, I'm leaving. I'm going. That gave me confidence, so I just enjoyed my time with him. We went to Amsterdam, which, by the way, I got quite a lot of messages from people that I cannot believe you went to Amsterdam for a first date. So if you didn't see my Q&A, me and my boyfriend, we started speaking, like messaging online, and then we went to Amsterdam for a first date. We both met in Schiphol in Amsterdam airport for the first time. Like I walked out and he was there and we were like hi and hugged, and then yeah, but I don't know, we FaceTimed the second day we started speaking. We were on FaceTime every day. Like it just felt so right. I don't know how to describe it. Like I just felt so comfortable with him. And also he wasn't a complete stranger. My friend Abby, she knows him really well. And yeah, so whatever. So that was that little brief story. But I have already shared it on Instagram. But yeah, because I had this confidence, I just told myself, Mia, if you see red flags and you feel like it's wrong, you can walk away. Because you walked away very deep into a relationship, you can walk away from a new person. So I just enjoyed my time with him. Went to Amsterdam, I went up to see him, he came down to see me, we went on dates, we went out for drinks, we did loads of stuff, and just within time I just found myself getting more and more comfortable. And don't get me wrong, they're still in the back of my head, like I'm not 4 months in and everything's fine, but like I've learnt to like just try and like put those feelings at bay and just put trust into him slowly. I haven't gone full blown deep, yeah, I trust you 100%, like you're the right one, do you know what I mean, after the first date, because of what I've gone through in the past. But just slowly I've just started trusting him more and more and more, and then I've sort of, as time's gone on, it's literally time. You just need to enjoy your time with somebody, but also in your own time. If you feel like you can't actually speak to somebody, like you can't have a conversation, you're probably not ready, and that is absolutely fine. We're in 2022 and my abusive relationship like ended at the end of 2019, so 3 years ago. It's taken me 3 years to properly meet someone. Like I met someone in between, we were together, I don't know, I posed him and everything, but that was a really rushed, that was more of like an infatuation, rushed relationship that I look back on now. It's lessons, we all learn lessons, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, if you don't feel like you can't speak to someone, don't speak to them. You might not be ready, that's fine, have some time on your own. If you feel like you're just a little bit nervous, tell yourself. The one thing I saw as well, if you're nervous about speaking to someone and you're like, oh, they don't like me, worry about whether you like them. Do I like you? Date, go on dates, let people take you out, go out with people, go have fun. You don't have to always date to marry. You can date to have fun, and that's literally okay. I don't know why someone says a thing about it. Like I see people, like someone messaged me before, like, oh, why are you acting like this is your first boyfriend in ages when you've been seeing people? Like I've gone on dates, I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing wrong with going on dates. I've been on a couple of dates this year, but it doesn't mean that they're the right person. Just slowly ease yourself into it. Don't put pressure on yourself. Even if you come into a date that night and you think, oh my god, I'm panicking, something doesn't feel right, don't go, cancel, sorry, I'm not coming. And whoever the right person is for you, slowly you'll start learning that they are, and you'll trust deeper and deeper, and to the point where you trust. Is a flirtatious friends with benefits good after a breakup? Yes. Yes. Yes, have fun. You haven't got anyone to answer to anymore. You can go do exactly what you want, but you've also got a friend with benefits. Absolutely fine. As long as you both understand what you're doing, you're both open with each other, and that's it. Not, oh yeah, I think as long as you're clear with someone how you feel and what you want, then there's literally nothing wrong with it. You go have fun. Don't let anyone tell you that there is something wrong with it, because there's not. Sorry, there's not. As long as you're both open and honest with how you are. I don't want a boyfriend. It is what it is. We're gonna have fun, and that's it. Because that's when it can come from. And I think also you need to know, as girls, I think it's we catch feelings, don't we? Like it's a thing. It happens. As long as you have in the back of your head, like you could, the more time you spend with him, you might catch feelings, and he doesn't want a girlfriend, or do you know what I mean? Just be mindful, because I feel like as girls we can be like, oh yeah, cool, like absolutely fine, and then after like a certain amount of time you're like, I love him, and he doesn't love me, and he doesn't want to be with me. So it is okay as long as you know the risks, proceed with caution, that sort of vibe. Yeah, sorry, I've been here for ages again, so I hope I've answered all your questions okay. It's been lovely to have a little catch up. Don't know what the next vlog's going to be. Let me know anything you want to see. I don't know what to do with myself, I don't know what's coming next. But yeah, let me know, please let me know in the comments what you enjoy, what you want to see. Any suggestions for any of my next videos would be much appreciated, because I don't know what to do. Sometimes I upload this, sometimes I don't, I just don't know. And yeah, I love you all, I hope you're all okay. Please don't forget to like please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you all soon.